So here we are again, building another cool custom truck. I cannot wait to dig into this project because every time we do one of these, it's a lot of fun.
The fact that we're building another custom rig that's going to be in the NHRA pits is really awesome.
There's one thing I've learned about working with these guys is there's no telling where a truck build's going to end up.
Jesse Toller specs out the trucks and orders them from Peterbilt, and we need to make sure that when we hit the order button, the truck is going to come in correct.
We spec'd the truck out. We were going to do a little bit of work to it, not go quite as crazy as it is now, and it was to be for sale at the Peterbilt dealerships.
So anytime Brian calls me and says, "Hey Jesse, I need a badass show truck," I get excited and a little worried at the same time because speccing a truck with Brian can be a lengthy process.
I wanted to do something that we could put out and show people what our capabilities are and build a truck that would just get some attention. When the truck came in, it was a little bit different story. I was staring at it going, you know, this truck is sort of perfect for Elite Motorsports. I'm gonna call up Alex Laughlin. I'm gonna text him a couple of pictures of this truck and then just see if Richard's interested.
I got a text from Brian over at Fitzgerald, and it was a picture of a beautiful new red Peterbilt. And, you know, I explained, awesome looking truck as always. And he said, you know, what's funny about it is that red kind of looks like the same red that Elite is using. And, showed the picture to Richard, and next thing you know, he's chewing me out because I cost him like $150,000.
And so Brian came to me and said, hey, we need to build this truck for Elite Motorsports. So one thing led to another, and before you know it, we're designing another really cool custom truck. It's been a long time since I've got to do something like that. I've had a lot of fun with Brian and the guys over at the shop in Byrdstown.
So it was a short conversation I had with Richard. He liked the truck. We talked a little bit about price and doing the customization work to it. So we got with the guys at T&E, we gave them the paint code on the truck. So now it's gonna have this brand new truck, brand new trailer, matching paint codes on them, Viper red. And that's pretty awesome to have a whole combo set up and have it put together this way.
Anybody that knows me personally knows that I'm a red kind of guy. And I think my favorite thing about this truck is just Viper red on Viper red. I mean, there can't be enough red for me. I think a Peterbilt just should be red, and it should be Viper red. So that, with all the polished everything, I mean, you can't not look at this truck.
So the guys in Byrdstown really did a great job on this truck. I don't think it could have turned out any better than it did.
When you're building a truck like this, you obviously can't just only do it by yourself. There's a lot of exterior accessories. There's a lot of parts you have to buy from someone that you can't necessarily make everything. We had a lot of really great companies that pitched into this truck.
Roadworks really builds a great product, and a lot of everything you see on this truck came from Roadworks manufacturing. The visor, the window chops, cabin sleeper panels, the bumper, the deck plate, the rear wheel covers, all those things came from Roadworks manufacturing, and they're awesome.
The guys over in Byrdstown knocked it out of the park. They did a fantastic job putting this thing together. All the light bars and everything lined up perfectly. They did great installing the DynaFlex exhaust.
DynaFlex makes an awesome 8-inch stack that really gives it the old school look. The way they do all their work just makes it look like an old school pre-emissions truck.
When we ordered this truck, we got the premium sound system in it. Davis Brothers just came in and did a small upgrade to the subwoofer instead of the factory sub that's in it. We did an upgraded 400-watt subwoofer, which really brings the stereo to life. It's not a crazy expensive upgrade, and yet it makes all the difference in the way that truck sounds. You can get in there and crank it up now, and it's got a pretty respectable sound to it.
Peterbilt has 3 different levels of sound system, and this one's like way up here.
The guys at Signsmith came over and put on this clear 3M film right on the front of that WTI fender. I mean, one thing a lot of people don't understand is there's a lot more road debris on the interstates than what you might think. These trucks, they'll pick up gravels with their tires, and they come back and usually catch the front face of that fender. That 3M protection is just there to make sure that those things, continue looking good for hopefully a long time.
No custom truck build's ever really complete until the guys from Almost Chrome come in and really put their final touches on the truck.
We really enjoy coming and doing a lot of the work here, especially on these custom trucks. We get to see a lot of really cool stuff. Everything that they do, the whole process of the truck being built and then getting customized, and then us coming in to clean everything up and give it that final touch before it rolls to the customer.
When Peter came down and polished the truck up, all that bright mirror finish aluminum up next to that red really set it off. It was just, the way it looked was amazing.
Now that the guys are done getting the truck all polished up, we got a couple more things to do, and this truck's gonna be ready for delivery.
So I talked to Robert, convinced him to come over and help me install the DynaFlex under the hood pipes. It was a really fun experience. We had a lot of laughs. Robert was really impressed with the truck. He thought it was really nice. He said, of course, there was a couple of things he would do different. So that's when I pitched that he should start building some more custom trucks with us. And I think he's bought into it. I want to build more custom trucks because I feel like it's the funnest thing we ever do, right? We always have a blast building the custom trucks. Every time we get together and do these projects, it always seems like the highlight of our work here. So, I mean, hypothetically, if we could build, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 a week, then it'd just be fun all the time, right?
Yeah, so after talking to Tommy a little bit about the custom trucks idea and doing a shop specifically for that, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. The team in Byrdstown, I think they did a great job with this truck. I got to spend some time looking over it, and you know, as far as the details and stuff, it looks great.
Realistically, you know, the build on this one wasn't anything that couldn't be done to any other customer's truck. It's just I guess the tension and the pressure was a little bit higher on this specific build because of the publicity that this truck could get.
So the really cool thing about this truck is when you show up, people are going to take you serious. And honestly, it's really no different than the time and the energy and effort that they put into the cars. You know, when they show up, that truck is part of that package, part of that intimidation factor.
So Chase is on his way down to come pick up the truck, and up until this point, he's only seen a few pictures of it. So I'm really excited to see his reaction when he walks in the door.
I hear Richard's an incredibly meticulous guy, and Chase's buy-in is really important. Whenever Chase sees it, it's really important for him to be excited, so that way when he goes and talks to Richard about the truck, or when he calls him on the phone before Richard gets there and says, hey man, this truck is awesome, right? We need Chase's buy-in, so tomorrow's really important.
So Chase is gonna take the truck back to Oklahoma. Richard's gonna check this thing out. I guess if he doesn't like it, we'll hear about it. Erica Enders is gonna check it out, and I'm sure she's gonna love it. I mean, she's gonna have, I'm torn here, I don't know what to say, because like, I really like Alex's truck a lot, but I really like this truck a lot too. So I don't know if I can have a favorite because they're both awesome.
So Chase came in and he really liked the truck. He circled around it like it was a snake about to bite him. Just sitting there looking at the truck, and I can only imagine what was going through his mind. I was also pretty excited just seeing the look and knowing how excited he was to see it.
Seeing Chase's face when he first walked in the door and saw this truck, I knew right off the bat that we hit a home run with this build.
Unbelievable. Like the paint, the frame, the chrome, and then when he opened the hood and showed me underneath, it was just unbelievable. I don't even know how to describe what it's gonna be like to have the baddest truck on the road. I'm gonna be excited to drive this now. Like it's gonna ride so much better, plus I got a nice sub in there. Be able to listen to some tunes. I definitely think the fuel stops are gonna take a lot longer now because everyone's gonna wanna see this rig.
So Chase really loved the truck, and rightfully so. It's an awesome truck. The only thing I'm jealous of is that I didn't get to be a little more a part of the truck, but apparently that's gonna change.
So the delivery went really well with Chase. He's on his way back to Oklahoma with the truck and the trailer now. Next week, we're gonna get out there and see those guys and see it as a combo for the first time, get Richard's first impression on it. Robert's all in on the shop, and we're gonna get started setting up the shop for more custom builds. So honestly, all in all, couldn't have went better, and I'm really excited to get rolling.